Hi, I'm Michela from the engagement team at Long Service Corporation. Thanks for watching this video on how to pay your levy contributions in the Long Service Corporation Employer Portal. Now, the Employer Portal has been built to give you a straightforward process with 4 steps to completing your service returns. The quarterly process involves reviewing staff who have access to the portal, entering or uploading your workers, entering or uploading their service returns, and then paying the levy contribution. In this video, we're going to walk through the steps to process the levy payments. Now, for any of the functions in the employer portal, the first step will be to ensure that the right staff have the right access. And to do this, you go to the Business Details tab up the top. From here, you can review your register of active delegates and what level of access they have for the different functions. So in this video, we're focusing on paying levies, and this might sit with an accounts payable team or staff that cover the accounts function for your business. We do recommend reviewing staff access to the portal as part of each of the quarterly returns processes. Now, when your service return for a quarter has been submitted, this will generate your levy notice. So to view that, you go to the Levies tab at the top. From here, it will show a list of all your returns with the option to filter by those that are open or already paid. And if there has been any adjustment or an edit to a previous service return, it will also show up here as well. Now, once you click into the individual levy notice, it will give you the service return ID, a levy ID, and confirmation of the return period, the due date, the total of your gross ordinary wages for the business, the levy rate, and then the amount payable. So once you have confirmed all that information, you can proceed to pay and will be redirected to a secure site for payment processing. Now, online payments can be made using credit or debit card, Pay ID, PayPal, BPay, GPay, and we have now had an increase on our BPay limits for any of our larger employers. Once you have processed the payment, you then should get this screen that confirms the payment status is successful, and it allows you to print off a receipt for your own business records. Now, just noting with levy payments, so the rate was reduced to 1.3% for the financial year 2025 to 2026. So that means that levies for quarter 1, 2 and 3 were due on the 31st of May at that rate, and then the levy for quarter 4 is due on the 14th of July 2026 at the 1.3%. But for the financial year 2026 to 27 onwards, the levy rate will revert back to 1.7%. With ongoing quarterly process, with quarterly returns due 14 days after the end of the quarter. Now, there will be an ongoing review by Long Service Corporation on those levy rate settings, and we are committed to working with employers where genuine financial difficulties arise. So employers are encouraged to reach out and get in touch with us early to help manage any financial impacts and to avoid compliance action. Now, that we have produced more resources to support employers with the implementation of the scheme. So we've done short videos as well as this one on paying levy contributions. We have a short videos on managing workers and on submitting your service returns. We've revamped our website and with a section in the resources, including an employer checklist and an industry toolkit where you can share information about the scheme out to your workers. Now, we do appreciate feedback from any of our information sessions, so please feel free to use the QR code and answer a couple of short questions to give us feedback. And thank you for watching. Hopefully it's been helpful. Thanks.